Alright, it's March 1st, 2020, and just gonna show some of these bamboos. And one thing that I've seen is a lot of these guys have plenty of foliage now. Like this one was actually just a couple of shoots that were maybe about like 6 inches high at most, and in like a little under 2 months, it's actually almost fully leafed out. And it can actually leaf out even more, so could probably, like in the next month, probably put on another like 4 or 5 more leaves, and it's gonna be really, really bushy. Like this one probably only came out about 2 weeks ago, but it's gonna bush out a little bit itself. But once it actually bush out all the way, it's gonna send down these rhizomes, and these rhizomes are gonna go down and produce some bigger combs. But another thing I've kind of seen is even the lower branches look like they want to go down like rhizomes, which is pretty cool. This is Bambusa vulgaris Wamen. Even these branches are trying to curve down, see if they can go into the soil and turn into rhizomes. Yeah, this is like the body belly type, and it's supposed to be able to go pretty fast. So this comb itself is at most maybe 3 feet. And if it actually produces a shoot, it's probably going to get over 10 feet. It's probably going to be over an inch in diameter, just because this type just upsizes like that. But it already has a nice 15-gallon pot, and it should have plenty of room to do what it wants. And moving on to bambusa lako. I actually got 4 of these. This tall one plus the second tallest one and this one were all in the same pot at one time. And this one was actually a rising shoot that was almost 4 feet in height, which actually topped off so it could bush out. Since it was only its root mass and its rhizome and a rising shoot, I decided to cut it off to make sure it can handle itself, because I don't want it to just be a really loose balloon and not be able to leaf out. But everything went according to plan. It's actually already pretty bushy, and this thing can probably leaf out quite a bit more, because as you see, there's usually about maybe 4 or 5 leaves on each branch. I can see it getting closer to 10 by the end of the month, and by about April it'll probably be completely leafed out, and once it has nothing else to grow, no more to grow, it could activate some of its dormant buds like right here, or it could send all of its energy down below, and it can probably make some bigger shoots, and that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, this was literally a rising shoot, which had a lot of root and rhizome mass, and it was attached to the big one. But the cool thing about the big one is it actually had a lot of foliage. It was really heavy with foliage. Now it only has 2 leaves remaining. One's already dying off, but all the leaves that have been gone have been replaced with smaller, newer leaves. Like maybe top couple of branches may not be leafing out, but the rest of it is. And it's pretty cool, because it's maybe like 2 or 3 leaves per branch, and it's gonna be even bushier. It's gonna be fully leafed likely in another month, because these branches right here, which these are new branches, they were actually dormant buds, like even all the way down here. I did cheat a little bit. I applied some cakey paste, but yep, I'm making it. I don't really see too much going on in these air layers. I saw like a new branch come out, but on this one I just don't see any roots, so I'm not really sure. It might do something, I might not. Not too concerned. But yeah, just like the rest, it's almost like a complete replacement of new leaves. Well, this one has a lot of old leaves, but in another month I don't expect to see any of the old leaves. Let's take a look at the dendrocalamus sinicus. This shoot here is actually over 7 feet now. Could probably get even higher. But yeah, this thing is massive. It's been raining every single day for a while, but it hasn't been sunny. But I think once the sun comes out, it might actually produce some bigger shoots, which I'll be looking forward to. And it looks like all my sacred Bali bambusa have been doing good. Here's my bambusa textilis, still hanging in there. And my 2 bambusa changii, the blue bamboos. They're nicely leafed out. And then this is bambusa vulgaris vitata. All the rest of them died, but this one looks like it has a chance. And here's some more of my seedlings. These are dendrocalamus grandis. Got Costa Rica weeping, gigantochloa albociliata, bambusa lako. Some of my other seedlings. This is a sinicus. And the gigantus, gigantus is actually making a nice upside shoot right here, which is exciting. Here's my other dragon bamboo, sinicus. It's also making a couple new shoots. And it's getting a little bit too big for its pot. Here's bambusa longitudinota. And some other seedlings, like my dendrocalamus aspers. And here I actually tried to separate dendrocalamus. It's unanicus. And this one had more root mass. It's doing fine, but it looks like the other one. It's probably a goner, but it's fine. These guys grow really fast anyways. And some of my other dendrocalamus. Haven't really been taking good care of these or fertilizing them, so some of them are turning a little bit yellow. And here's some more regeneration. This is Dendrocalamus membranous grandis, and it's making new branches right here. So it was actually growing out of the pot into the ground, so I took it out and replanted it, and it's certainly growing. And I did that with Dendrocalamus barbatus too, because they literally grew out of the pots. And yeah, hoping in another month or so they'll make some of their own shoots. And some of my bambusa wamen, burubadi, these bambusa wamen, they're actually trying to flower, so I'll have to take those out. But yeah, they actually grow pretty well, surprisingly. Yeah, I think this is all these burubadis are gonna make a lot of nice propagules. And here's some bambusa lako. It's still making some branches. Okay, it's starting to rain. That sucks. And here's the gigantochloas. Haven't really seen too much happen from these guys. And then here's my little gigantochloa. And these guys are not doing too well. Like one of them looks like it's not gonna make it, but the other one's making a lot of new branches. Yeah, it's basically replaced everything. And it's actually making completely new branches. It's pretty hard to see, it's kind of dark. It's not a good angle from the sun, but just a ton of new foliage. It's really exploding. So I'm going to expect that it's gonna, in another month, have way more foliage than the bambusa lakos all combined. And it's a really big plant, so it has a lot of starches. And even down here, this new shoot, if this thing activates, it's going to turn into a nice culm, even though this top part is not going to make it. But yes, Java black bamboo is really vigorous, and it can actually, probably in another couple of months, as long as this part survives, it's gonna really produce some big shoots. So I'm thinking like a 2-inch culm that could literally emerge by, let's say, the May time frame. And it's probably going to be my biggest bamboo just because of all the stored up energy that's inside of its root ball. And